Mr. President, we have been as patient, I think, as we could possibly be with this Siemens situation. And this is in order when we can hire outside legal counsel. I did not recommend a firm because I thought we can get this passed and the council as a whole could try to get a firm. But this Siemens situation, if whatever money we recoup from that Siemens, if we win the lawsuit, that money would be used for to replace water pipes and water infrastructure in the city of Jackson. Thank you, sir.
Any other questions, comments on item 39? I would like to, for legal to kind of chime in on this.
It's not on the
Oh, I'm sorry. It's touch. Okay. Will the clerk read off?
Order of the City Council of Jackson, Mississippi, authorizing the hiring of legal counsel to file a lawsuit against Siemens to recoup the $90 million paid for the water meters with said funds to be used to repair and replace water pipes and water infrastructure in the city of Jackson. So moved.
Second.
It has been moved and second on item 39 as amended. On item 39, I'm sorry. Any personal comment? I would like legal to chime in.
James Anderson, City Attorney's Office, in reference to the item 39. Open session often says that legal doesn't find it legally sufficient. Any discussion beyond that, we need to go into closed session or be given an extensive statement. All right.
Okay, Council Lady Lindsay.
I was just going to say that I'm not comfortable voting on this because I think that we would need to go into executive session to discuss it because I need more information.
Councilman Stamp.
We can go into executive session. I mean, we just did an even larger conversation about a lawsuit to the federal government for hundreds of millions of dollars without going to executive session a few minutes ago. So we need, if we're going to discuss it, I'm all for discussion. We need to discuss it. I was for discussing it a few minutes ago on the consent decree. So either we're going to be consistent in our need for discussion or we're not. So I'm for going to executive session, or we can take it up right now.
I just want to be clear that there are some very clear distinguishing characteristics between this agenda item and the last agenda item. One being whose the authorization is being provided to. I recommend that we go into executive session.
So legally, you say it's not legally sufficient. What makes this order not legally sufficient?
It stated before that I would prefer that we go into executive session to discuss that in detail as opposed to piecing out something that we discuss in public. We discuss the whole thing.
Okay, there's been a recommendation that we go into executive session. There's a recommendation that we take it up now.
Mr. President, I'm ready to take it up now. Now, if we go into executive session and, just to have pretense, then if you want to vote no. Let's take it up now. But I think the citizens as a whole feel like we should have, a long time ago, done something about seniors. And they be filed a lawsuit. So I'm ready to vote now, Mr. President.
All in favor of going into executive session, please raise your hand.
Are you making a motion?
No, I just want to find out. Want to go into executive, who wants to go in one night? That's all I'm trying to find out. Nothing, not voting.
Mr. President, if I can make a comment, I'd prefer, we've got people who have been waiting to, to some of these other items. If we could go through the other items and save this till the last item if we do go into executive session for the benefit of those who've been patiently waiting for other items.
Okay, still, whether we will go into executive session. All council colleagues that would like to take up item 39 in executive session, let us get one vote. Nobody wants to go into executive session. Okay, we just table this and come back to it. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Tillman, I agree with my colleague, Mr. Flood. We've had people sitting here for a long time. I'm sorry, I just realized my mic's not working. But anyway, we've had people sitting here for a long time. And so if we do go into executive session, I would like for us to take this one up last so we can move forward.
Everybody ready to vote?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Okay. All in favor?
What, if you vote for?
39.
39.
What's this? We're not voting on 39, are we?
Yes.
We're voting on whether we go into executive
No, we
session.
vote on 39.
39.
Also, we're voting on whether we want to hire the law firm.
Right.
What does legal say about hiring?
Legal said it wasn't
Legally sufficient?
yes, and that we should go in executive session. We just wanted to discuss it further.
And what's wrong with going into executive session?
That's the question President Tillman is asking. Do you want?
Did nobody say
And I
no?
said, that was out to executive session.
How many council colleagues would like to go into executive session to further discuss item 29? Item 39.
So,
No, we don't have to move out.
I mean, whatever I'm
I
supposed to
just
say.
want-
I would like to.
We're gonna come back to it.
I've already said I would like to, Mr. Tillman.
I would like to, Mr. President, get more color.
Councilman Stanton.
I'm going to move by.
I'm ready to vote, Mr. President.
Council colleague, no.
We have to vote now?
Oh, you're not in favor of it?
Now, wait a minute. Ms. Lindsay,
I'm gonna vote the same way with one's executive or not, so it don't matter.
1, 2, no,
No.
no.
There's only one thing that's on the floor right now. Going into the executive session, this thing is on the floor. So whether we go into the executive session or not, we vote the same way.
He's just trying to poke the council, I
Yeah,
guess.
he don't put it.
We can just go right there, and everybody can sit right there. We go right over here, discuss whatever we discuss, and come right back down. We ain't gotta put everybody out. I'm saying we ain't gotta put everybody out if that was the deal. They like these church benches.
Okay, the president don't make the decision. We gon' hold 39 and come back at the end and go into executive session. Okay, item 4. Yes, ma'am.
Items on the floor, so we'll need you to withdraw your motion in a second.
Who made the motion?
I'm ready to vote.
And Councilman Stamps did second.
That changed everything. Motion not being withdrawn, not a second. So that means we gonna vote.
All right.
Am I correct, Leader?
Yes, sir.
Mr. President, somebody motion to go into executive session?
No, I was trying to hear it. Were you asking me a question?
Unless somebody go motion, we go into executive session.
We had a motion and a second on item 39. Then during the discussion, it was whether some of them went to the executive session, some didn't. So,
If I may.
yes, sir.
If I may, one, on the advice of legal to the council. Two, based on discussion that I just had with legal. I think it would be ill-advised for us to vote on this measure without sufficient information as to why this particular agenda item may not be legally sufficient and other matters regarding the city's legal position and the Siemens contract.
Okay, we have advice of the administration to legal department at this time, not legally efficient.
Mr. President,
Council.
yeah, I move that we go into executive session to discuss this item.
We can't go into.
Yes, we can. It's even though it's on the floor, if I move that we can go into executive session.
There's no file, the motion and the second that was on the vote.
It just,
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's still live. Okay. Did I hear a second? I hear the motion.
Yeah.
That been moved in second that we, table 39.
no, we can't table it, Mr. President. We have to go in right now to discuss it.
We're gonna go into executive session. Okay.
Yeah.
That been moved in second.
Mr. President.
That we go into executive session. Any question or comment? You have a comment? All in favor of going into executive session? 1, 2, 3.
Mr. President.
Okay, let's go into executive session.
Mr. President.
No, all opposed.
Opposed?
I was in that group, so I think.
Mr. President, I move that we actually go into executive session.
That been second that the council actually go into executive session. All in favor?
We can just go right here instead of moving everybody.
We are in.
Opposed, Mr. President?
Yeah,
What's that?
you didn't say all those opposed.
What is?
Not for the second time.
What's that?
Yes, sir.
All opposed?
So pass one, two.
No.
You opposed as well?
Yeah, opposed.
We're still in executive session. I call the question, Mr. President.
Vote 3. We're going into executive session. Vote 2, we're going into executive session.
For those that are here, can we just go to this room right here to go into executive session? Isn't that legal sufficient? That way you all will have to leave. That way we can just exit right here to the conference room. Unless you just like these chairs. Is that all right? right, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, we are out of executive section and no action was taken. So we are back to item 39.
Have an amendment, Mr. President.
Yes, sir. Let's get it on the floor.
It's still on the floor.
It's on the floor.
Oh, okay. So,
Before you make the amendment.
That's what I'm going to do. Mr. President, I would like to remove the last whereas in the body and in the head. In the body, whereas the city council should take a necessary step to return the much needed funds for the city of Jackson to use those funds for water pipes and infrastructure. And I want to take that out of the head.
Second.
it has been moved in second that item 39 body be changed to take out the whereas
In the head
in
was
the heading
and in the last whereas.
and in the last word whereas. That was amendment request.
I second the amendment.
You second?
I second the amendment and,
Oh, okay. It's been moved in second that the head and the bottom be amended to take out the whereas. Any personal comment on the amendment? Here now, all in favor? Okay. Now we're back to the, all opposed?
this is just the amendment.
Just
This is just the amendment to make it legally sufficient.
Okay.
5-1.
Still, in reference to the comment made by Councilman Stans, I would state that in the city attorney's opinion, that that is still not legally sufficient, although that does take it.
So what else do you feel makes this not legally sufficient?
As stated before, we've given our opinion in the closed session. We're not going to go beyond that.
No, the comment you made in the executive session was that this change would make it legally sufficient. So what else is making it not legally sufficient?
As stated on the record before, any further discussion regarding that issue will be reserved for executive session.
Can't talk on both sides of your neck.
Okay, we had to move on. We had a meeting, and the vote was, for 5-1? Yeah, 5-1. Now we're back to the main motion with the amendment. Any further personal comments on the item as amended?
First and foremost, can someone restate what the amendment was for me?
Yes, sir. Mr. Mayor, in the title, placing a period after water meters and striking with said funds to be used to repair and replace water pipes and water infrastructure in the city of Jackson. Also striking the third paragraph that says, whereas the city council shall make necessary steps to return much needed funds for the city of Jackson to use those funds for water pipe and infrastructure.
I think there was another issue beyond the things that we discussed after talking about the legal sufficiency that is within there that I recognize. and that would be the amount in controversy.
Okay, any other personal comments?
So I am saying that I recognize that amendment does not resolve the amount of controversy issue that legal shared with us.
I didn't hear anything else that made it not legally sufficient. Difference between timing, prudent strategy, and actual sufficiency.
I'm not talking about strategy at this moment. What I'm saying is that there's another legal thing that he mentioned, that the amount in controversy that is mentioned in this order still states that based on where you said placing the period that would cause a
All
problem.
right. Mr. President, I have a second amendment. I motion to amend.
You got to be recognized. I'm sure everybody done made up their mind. We said it again all night.
Yeah, Mr.
Okay, I just want to say that.
Yeah, Mr. President,
No.
I'm going to make I motion to amend that right before.
I'm sorry.
Stamps.
To make my comment, then I told him going to make this amendment.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay,
Go ahead.
Mr. President, is a motion to amend the title section where it references $90 million to strike $90 million and input funds, word funds, F-U-N-D-S. So the title will read, Order of the City Council of Jackson, Mississippi, authorizing the hiring of legal counsel to file a lawsuit against Siemens to recoup the funds for the water meter.
Second.
okay, motion died for like a second.
He said,
I'm second. We're not here to play one, too.
Okay. All in favor of the amendment? Okay. Now, all vote. Okay, one. Okay. Now we're back to the order as amended. Now, who can read the order as amended? For all the amendments.
Okay, the amendment is order of the City Council of Jackson, Mississippi, authorizing the hiring of legal counsel to file a lawsuit against Siemens to recoup the funds for the water meters.
No. Just funds.
I
Can't say
said-
what it's for. Okay.
I said for the water meters.
Mr. President.
Okay,
somebody gonna move?
authors of the amendment, did she read it correctly? That's all I need to know.
There's one more place in here, Mr. President, that mentions
Okay.
a dollar sign.
Did she read that amendment correctly? The clerk?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I ask. Go ahead.
Mr. President, there's one more section that references a dollar amount and infrastructure amount in the therefore ordered section that we need to amend as well.
What section is that?
The last
The
paragraph.
last paragraph, okay,
The last paragraph.
okay, go.
And a motion to amend it is therefore ordered paragraph to make the same adjustment as the previous amendment.
Second.
Where it would be striking, where it says the $90 million, and then also striking the use for water pipes and infrastructure in the city of Jackson. Basically, it would just say lawsuit against Siemens to recoup funds, period, and the rest of it will be strict. So basically putting a period after funds, insert the word funds, and then putting a period there, striking the $90 million paid for the water meters with said funds we use to repair and replace water pipes and infrastructure. Those two lines there will be stricken as well.
Okay, this amendment, this is the third amendment. Okay, all in favor of the third read amendment, and then we go.
It's in the body.
It's in the bottom, the last paragraph.
It is therefore ordered that the City Council of Jackson, Mississippi hereby authorizing the hiring of legal counsel to file a lawsuit against Siemens to recoup funds.
Yes.
Okay, it's been moved and second that the council that paragraph 1, 2, 4 that the City Council of Jackson, Mississippi hereby authorize the hiring of legal counsel to file a lawsuit against Siemens to recoup funds, period. And the rest of it will be deleted. Okay? Was that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all in favor? Okay, now.
I'm opposed. I'm opposed.
Okay. 4-1. Now we're back to the order as amended 3 times. Any further discussion? Item 39. Suing Siemens. All in favor?
Council. Okay, in the heading, the amendment, we stated that we were going to recoup the funds for the water meters. Do we need to leave the heading that way, or just recoup funds, period, in the heading? Because in the body it was changed.
Recoup funds, period.
Yeah, group funds, period. Okay, that's right, period, everything. Okay, any further questions? All in favor? All opposed? Okay, 3-2. Now we're back to item.
If I could just make a statement.
Yes, sir.
I just would state for the record that the administration is taking no official position at this moment.
Okay. Thank you. Further to Councilman Priest is not here, so we agree with that one.